Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining me. Now, as always, there's 3 things you can do to help me out. That is like, subscribe, and please share my content. Now, donations can be made at paypal.me/morelogmorningdigest. You'll find a link in the description below. If you do decide to make a donation, you'll get to choose a topic. I'll make a video on that topic, post it the following day, and then add it to a playlist for donor topics. Now, last week, I was discussing the Schumann resonance as well as psychedelics, psilocybin mushrooms in specific. Now, the following day, I took a 4-gram dose of mushrooms. And I'll be honest with you, most of you would classify this experience as a bad trip. However, it was the most enlightening moment of my entire life. Now, the beautiful thing about mushrooms is it is like a sandstorm 20 miles high and 150 miles across, coming at you at the speed of a moving freight train. And there is nothing that you can do to get out of the way. It has the ability to melt you into a pool and surround you with yourself. And that's very scary for some people to be faced with. But it's the best reset button that I have ever seen in my entire life. There has been things I haven't been able to deal with in 20 years that came to complete clarity. And I'm not saying that I'll ever fully be over those experiences, but at the same time, I now understand how and why they had to transpire the way that they did. My biggest takeaway from this whole experience is this reality that we exist in is far bigger than our individual consciousness. And if anything, the individual consciousness that I myself have is part of a bigger singularity that, in my opinion, has been broken to the point that it's no longer able to function how it was designed to. Now, one of the common modalities that you'll find when taking hallucinogenics, especially DMT, mushrooms, which chemically are the same thing, and interacting with this entity that exists in that trance-like state, there's always the modality of trying to translate fixing of some nature. And Terence McKenna himself talks about this a lot, and I experienced it myself last week. It's almost as though you're being given instructions, and it's not the kind of touchy-feely, you're one with everything instructions. No, it's more like fold tab A and insert it into tab B, and it's actually creating some sort of technology. Basically, that's what I got from the conveyance that I was receiving. And what that leads me to believe is this entire nature, this entire reality that we find ourselves in is more than likely a mass hallucination of one consciousness that's been broken into so many pieces that it can no longer function as one. And the only way for us as human beings, because we've become so detached from that nature, so detached from that reality, especially as of 1500 years ago when hallucinogens were more or less scheduled out of society, they were tabooed, right? And the more and more we became out of contact with that, the more and more this singularity began to disintegrate, right? And I know this may not make any sense, but that's my best way of explaining this. It's a very esoteric topic. There is no solid answers. I can't tell you that taking mushrooms is going to enlighten you. If anything, it's going to give you more questions than you ever thought you were going to be able to question. And there's no answers there. Absolutely none. If you're looking for answers, you're wasting your time. Now, with all that being said, I would recommend anybody that truly wants to experience existence without an ego to take that leap. That is the most beautiful thing I have ever experienced in my life, was seeing all of my faults laid out before me. And it's something that I never thought that I was going to experience. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to explain it to anybody. But when you can see what has been destroying you day in and day out, it makes you rethink how you live your life on a day-to-day basis. And there's no way around that. I think it's something everybody should experience at some point in their lives. But then again, it's very dangerous once you do, because it does have the ability to completely break you. Like, if you're not ready, or you think that you're a good person, because I'm telling you right now, nobody's good. No man is good, not in this reality. Nope. No man is good, and if you think you are, you need to re-examine your life. But you have to get to the point where you understand that before you dive off the deep end, because otherwise it is going to destroy you. Now, I know I'm all over the place, but I could literally talk about this topic for hours. The main takeaway is I am going to be diving heavily into this arena, and you guys are going to come along for the journey. Now, tomorrow I am going to take the leap again. I have another 4-gram dose sitting at the house. And I plan on taking that either tonight or tomorrow morning. Now, I do have a connection where I can get more of this substance readily. So we'll see what that plays out into on Sunday, and I'll keep you guys posted. I do want to know if this is something you guys want to hear about, because when I made my last video, I had an interaction with somebody, and I do respect what you said, right? You told me, who are you to judge what I'm doing? And you wished me the best and hoped that I came out unscathed. But you did make it very clear that you don't need to know how it went for me. So if you feel as though this is too personal of an experience for me to be sharing with you guys, I completely understand that. And I don't want to push on a topic you guys aren't very interested in if that's the case. So let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe. Donations can be made at Morlog Morning Digest. That's paypal.me/Morlog Morning Digest. And I'll catch you guys on Monday. Tomorrow's my day off. I'll see you then. God bless. Have a good weekend.